All right. Hello and welcome to my digital discovery marketing question and answer for Friday, September 22nd, 2017. Today I'm going to be talking a lot about friends and families and business and strangers and your personal profile and your business profile and your personal branding and that sort of thing. So got some exciting stuff coming up that I'm going to talk quickly about today. Basically how to manage those social media profiles, and should you be using your personal Facebook page, for example, and what you should be doing with LinkedIn on your LinkedIn profile as well. Should you be showing, more personal stuff? So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So again, welcome. My name is Doyle Buehler. Welcome to the Digital Leadership Facebook Live series. My goal is to help you better understand and pursue what matters most in your digital business and how to make a difference with your digital strategy through enhancing and embracing your digital leadership. I help enterprise and entrepreneurs scale, grow, and disrupt their business and sales through digital leadership. And I'm the author of the book on digital strategy, The Digital Delusion. The overall purpose of this is to answer your one important question: what real world digital strategies actually will work for my business? And of course, there's no one size fits all, but the goal here is to help you decide which strategies can work best for you. So as I mentioned in today's show, I'm talking about how to decide what or how you should separate your social media profiles, or if you even should, for that matter. And a lot of it really comes down to what we call personal branding. And we all kind of get stuck and not sure where to post or where or what, or will we offend our family if we don't sort of post our family pictures, or if we should be all about business kind of thing. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. If you do have any questions, please feel free to add them to the comments below, and I'll address them later or during the program as well. So happy to keep that rolling also. So again, it comes down to personal branding, and you kind of have to decide what is the purpose of me in the digital space. So, if you're just about posting, your family stuff and that sort of thing, that's great. But then you kind of have to ask yourself, are you in it for the business side of things as well? And that's really important, because there obviously is a crossover, and you have to be kind of careful in terms of, okay, well, what do I need to action here? Who do I need to talk to? And that sort of thing. And the problem is that it's really, really blurred between personal and business and that sort of thing. So quite honestly, you can't just say, oh, I want to be just a personal profile or just a business profile. From the personal profile, people are going to find you regardless of whether you want them to, and they're going to, see some stuff that, perhaps is not appropriate, or it's more family orientated, or it's more private, or that sort of thing. So you kind of have to match that with the other side of things to say, well, with personal branding, and depending on obviously what business you're in, of course, the two are sort of merging quite substantially. So that's sort of where personal branding comes into play, is that you need to look at who you are as the business and how that affects your business itself. So it's really a matter of defining that purpose and saying, okay, well, I am sort of the front of my business, so I need to get out there. I need to provide education, and I need to be out there and providing advice and learning opportunities and that sort of thing. And so if you're missing that side of things, then it's obviously just a personal profile. But again, you have to balance that. At the end of the day, you need to decide, what are you in it for? You're not going to be able to keep these profiles, clean and dry to say, okay, well, family's over here, business is over here. Some people have created multiple profiles where it's, Doyle R. Buehler on Facebook kind of thing, as opposed to just Doyle Buehler on Facebook. And the challenge with that is that, again, people are going to find you on that other profile. And then what are you going to do? And plus, then you have to worry about, oh, which profile am I in? How am I going to log in? To that sort of thing. So it can be very, very complicated. So what I would suggest from a strategic standpoint is ask yourself, what is my purpose here? Am I wanting to grow my business? Am I the personality of my business? Am I, wanting to develop my business based on what I do as the business owner, the entrepreneur, as part of an enterprise, whatever the case may be? Again, look at the personal branding side. And if you're able to say, yes, I want to do that, then you kind of have to go with, I'm going to have one profile on each channel rather, and use that profile to look. You have to have a balance too, because people don't want to see just the business side, right? So people do want to get to know that person as well. And again, that's part of personal branding. So it's really important that you look at, how do I actually balance those two? So obviously, rule number one, don't put anything inappropriate on social media, because that's not going to help in either case. Would your grandma, would your nana think that that's okay? So for most business people, it's usually, you kind of don't go to that depth, but you kind of need to keep that in check as well. So there's again no real private profile, so people will find you regardless of what you do or how you do it. So you have to decide, how will I embrace this? I personally don't think you need to have separate profiles. It doesn't matter if you're on LinkedIn. I see people with multiple profiles on LinkedIn because they're just about one type of business on this profile and just about another type of business on another profile. To me, that's too complicated. You're not thinking long-term. You're not thinking strategic. You are your brand, right? And again, that's back to personal branding. You are your own brand. So you have to take that to say, okay, I'm everything in this profile. I'm everything in this Facebook profile. I'm everything in this social media profile. So it's really important that you look at how you actually do that. So that's about it in terms of being able to assign sort of a strategic action. Again, take a look at, what's your purpose? Focus in on sort of that business side. If you're more family, then you have to decide, well, okay, maybe I shouldn't be on Facebook, or you just kind of keep your personal profile to itself. But again, it's going to be very hard if you're trying to build a personal brand. Facebook does have the capabilities to create a page around you, which is good. But again, it's not quite as personal. You can convert your personal profile into a page as well, but you need like 20,000 plus people to be able to identify with that group as well. So it's a little bit further out there. But again, if you're just sort of looking for things to start, then that's a good way to start as well. So hopefully that answers that question. I know it's a big deal in the social media world in terms of, how do I use this? How do I actually leverage that? So hopefully that's been helpful for you. So thanks for watching. There are 3 core categories that we go through as part of these digital leadership Facebook Live events. On Mondays, I talk about the state of digital, looking at specific ideas and insights that are happening right now and how this affects your business and what you can do about it. I have on Wednesday my digital leadership guests, where I interview an expert in the field and discuss their strategies for success. And then finally on Fridays, I have my digital discovery Ask Your Marketing Strategy Q&A, where I review tools, answer questions, or talk about specific challenges that affect you and may be holding you back. So thanks again for watching. Please please leave a comment or a question or whatever. Thank you. And we will see you online.